nigga only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
15-yard line. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll rumble for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Again, the ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Falcons 7, Saints nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After
the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. first down. He'll drop the throw. And this one quickly to land. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
This one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
8-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. A gain of 6 there on first. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score.
Kicker on for the
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. But touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Saints 7. Youngway
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Out of the gun now on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout
2 yards
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards. First down, Falcons.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down, Atlanta.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
38-yard line.
2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The throw over the middle, taken in. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 3, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Third down.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
32-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Let's go, come on!
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on the film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 34, Saints 13.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. All you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich